Forget everything you've heard about secret agents and unbroken codes. Using advanced isotope signatures and genetic genealogy, we have finally reconstructed a life that was meant to be forgotten. This is the forensic investigation that strips away the fiction to expose the haunting reality of his 70-year-old secret. December 1st, 1948. Adelaide, Australia. A man is found dead on the sand. He's wearing a high-quality suit, but every single label has been meticulously cut out. He has no wallet, no ID, no name. Welcome to the Mystery Lab. For 70 years, this man was the world's most famous John Doe. Hidden in a secret pocket of his trousers was this, a scrap torn from a rare Persian poetry book. It means finished. Beside it, a cryptic, unbreakable code. Was he a Soviet spy? A jilted lover? Today we're closing the file, because in the lab, even the dead eventually speak. For decades, the spy theory reigned supreme. The Cold War was freezing over, and a nameless man with an uncrackable code and no labels fit the profile of a secret agent perfectly. But 1940s forensics were limited. They couldn't find a cause of death, no trauma, no obvious poison. The code in the back of the book, most cryptographers now believe it wasn't a military cipher at all, but a personal shorthand, perhaps betting notes or a draft of a poem. We spent 70 years building a legend. But while the theorists were dreaming of espionage, the scientists were waiting for the technology to catch up. The breakthrough didn't start with a name, it started with isotopes. In the 2020s, researchers analyzed the oxygen and strontium isotopes in the man's hair and teeth. Your body is a geological map of where you've been. The Tamam Shud man wasn't a local Australian. The chemical signatures proved he had traveled from the Northern Hemisphere, likely from America or Europe, years before his death. This data narrowed the search from anyone on Earth to a specific demographic. It gave the authorities the confidence to do the unthinkable, exhume the body for a final, high-stakes DNA extraction. Enter Professor Abbott. Using the same forensic genealogy that caught the Golden State Killer, his team built a massive family tree from a single, degraded strand of hair. They spent years sifting through thousands of cousins and distant relatives. And then in 2022, the static cleared. The DNA pointed to one man who had vanished from the records in 1947. His name was Charles Webb. He wasn't a Soviet operative. He was a 43-year-old electrical engineer from Melbourne. The mystery of who was finally over. The Somerton man had his name back. The truth is often quieter than the fiction. Charles Webb wasn't a master of disguise. He was a lonely man who struggled with his mental health and a broken marriage. He was a fan of poetry, which explains the Rubaiyat, and his code was likely related to his passion for horse racing. He ended up on that beach not because of a failed mission, but because of a failed life. This is the power of the Mystery Lab. Science doesn't just solve puzzles, it provides dignity. It ensures that no one, no matter how far they wander or how many labels they cut out, is ever truly lost to time. What's more fascinating to you, the legendary spy he might have been, or the real man he actually was? Let's discuss the ethics of solving cold cases in the comments. Subscribe to the Mystery Lab. We bring the past into the light. I'm Mauro, and the case of the Somerton man is Tamam Shud. Finished.